Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about transitioning from London to Nigeria. Basically this is a requested video. A lot of people do ask me, how did I transition, how did I find it, what were the pros and cons, what were the challenges. So I just thought I would actually answer these questions today. Hopefully this video is helpful for you guys. You know, this is just my experience, this is just my opinion that I'm going to be voicing. It is by no means the do all and end all. It's by no means a must. Anything I say, it doesn't mean this is exactly how it's going to happen for you or how it's going to happen for anybody. So it's just my experience, and I hope you guys will be able to take something from it and learn something from it, and hopefully I will answer a lot of your questions. If there's anything I do miss out on this video, do leave a comment down below. I will definitely answer them. Again, do subscribe, do write a comment, and do thumbs up this video if you like it. So first of all, I moved to Nigeria in 2013 on the 10th of January. Yep, 10th of January 2013, and it took me through 3 weeks from deciding I was going to move to actually moving. It took me 3 whole weeks. Yeah, I basically got off the phone call one day to my dad, put it down, and was like, I'm moving to Nigeria. And 3 weeks after, I was in Nigeria. Before I actually moved to Nigeria, I had only been to Nigeria, well, I'd only started coming to Nigeria since I was 18, and I'd only been coming for like Christmas and Easter. I wouldn't say summer, no, Christmas and Easter, and I would only come for 10 days at a time maximum. So you can just imagine, I'd never really spent a long stretch in Nigeria. I'd never really spent a long time, and even when I did come, I was quite young, so well, 18, but I didn't really like explore the country. I was mainly indoors, just swimming and just spending time with my family, so I couldn't tell you much about Nigeria as a whole. And so yeah, so you can just imagine I had little experience of the country. However, here I was, 2013, age 24, yes, moving to Nigeria. So I wouldn't say I had a choice. It was more of a move to Nigeria kind of thing, and I was just like, okay, well, I don't have much going on for me now. I wasn't working. I just finished university. I had just had like a breakup, so I basically felt, okay, there's nothing for me here, so let me just move. Why not? Let me just try it. I mean, the most that could happen is I move back. That was my way of thinking. And once I did get to Nigeria, I just saw it as a big holiday. I just said to myself, you know what, I'm on holiday. I'm just going to enjoy it, and I'm just going to explore, and I'm just going to do what I need to do, and if I don't like it, I will obviously move back. And by the time I knew it, I was enjoying myself. I was, you know, becoming more comfortable. I was getting used to things, and I then by the time I knew it, I just realized, oh, okay, I've been here about a month now. I've been here 2 months. Oh gosh, okay, 3 months. By the time I knew it, I was comfortable, I was okay, but I just saw it as a big holiday. I just thought, it's a holiday, it is what it is. I'm not gonna put any emotions into it. I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, I miss my family, I miss my friends, I miss this, I miss that. No, I just saw it as a holiday. So obviously with a holiday, you have that way of thinking of, you know, just being free, because you know you're going back kind of thing. So you don't have any pressure of, oh my gosh, and putting emotions into it that are probably unnecessary. And like I said, by the time you know it, you're comfortable, you're happy, and you just get on with it. So fortunately for I came back and I had family here. So I lived in my family house, my dad's house, and I also had a job that was waiting for me, and I was I was in a job within a week of coming back to Nigeria, so I had money coming in and stuff like that. So that was me, and that was me being lucky, you know, and being blessed with that. Of course, I am aware that not everybody has this opportunity. For people that don't really have this opportunity, and you know you want to move back, say your parents are, unlike like mine, your parents are still in the UK, and you know you want to move back to Nigeria, there are a couple of things I would say are a must-have, just so you do move back and you stay, because there's nothing more than saying bye-bye to all your friends, leaving your job, and selling your car because obviously you need your money, and then getting to Nigeria and things don't work out, and then you find yourself wanting to move back to the UK. Not to mention people are going to be like, I told you so. Not to mention people are going to be like looking at you like, I knew you were going to fail, because obviously people do tend to look for your failure. So you want to be able to move back, and you want to be able to transition smoothly, and you want to be able to say, aha, I made it, to all the people that said you were not going to make it. So I would actually suggest a couple of things. Before you move back, you need to know why you're moving back. First of all, yes, I do agree, Nigeria has a lot of opportunities, especially for young people. You know, because it is a developing country, there is a lot of things out here that are missing that we need. So, you know, you don't necessarily need to come here with this big idea to make it. You need to just come out here with an open mind, and you're more likely to succeed. Okay, obviously with a lot more, obviously you need a lot more things behind you, but you know what I mean. You just need to come in here with the right frame of mind. So before you do come, you need to make sure you have the basics. Basics being somewhere to live and transport. Obviously, if you're coming from the UK, America, you're very used to having transport, jumping on the bus, jumping on the train, on the tube, a taxi. In Nigeria, you need to have a form of transportation, that being a car. I wouldn't suggest a motorcycle or a bike. So yeah, a car. Some sort of car. It doesn't have to be the biggest car, it doesn't have to be the most expensive car, you know, just a car, something that's going to get you from A to B. Yes, at the moment we do have Uber, but Uber and obviously other taxi services. Uber is great and fantastic, and you know, I do use it myself. However, it's not something that you want for the long run. It's because obviously within time it will get really pricey, it will become really expensive. Another thing is housing. A couple of things, you know, rent out here, depending on where you want to stay, it can be affordable. However, if you have family members out here, I would suggest staying with family members at first, just so you can get used to a couple of things, because obviously it's a lot different out here. You know, you need generators to supply light, you need to know how things work, you need to, like, you need to pump water, you need to have like a pressure pump and all this sort of stuff. So if you're living by yourself and it's not like a self-maintained apartment where all this is done for you with a service charge, which will then be pricey, you are better off coming and living with a family member or a friend, or if a group of you are coming together. So let's say you and your friend are moving, maybe you guys can move together into an apartment, so at least it's two rather than just the one with all the overheads. However, like I said, I would suggest moving back with a family, to a family member's house. However, do make sure that you and that family member are you know, get along, because you know, a lot of us would say, ah yes, I have one if distant uncles, aunties, auntie, I will go and live with her, and by the time you know, you guys are clashing, you guys are fighting, there's a lot of hostility, you feel uncomfortable. So yeah, you don't want none of that. I would suggest a family member that you do know like really well, and not just a cousins, sisters, uncles, stepdad's mother, you know what I'm saying? So make sure it's someone that you get along with, that you know you've got some sort of rapport with, just so you don't have that animosity when you, or have that sort, you know, have that you know, just basically walking on eggshells when you're in the house, because there's nothing worse than that. So those are the two basic things that I would definitely suggest having if you're coming to Nigeria, and I definitely suggest them being already having them set before you come. Some people do come because of a partner. I know a lot of people that have moved back because of a partner. So maybe the partner lives in Nigeria and they're like, you know, come, or the partner is moving to Nigeria and they're like, come. You know, I say partner in the sense of a boyfriend, a girlfriend, and not necessarily a husband, because if it's a husband it's a bit different. But if you're moving back because of you know, a boyfriend and girlfriend, your boyfriend or your girlfriend has, you know, promised you the world, I'm gonna get you a car, don't worry, you'll have where to stay, don't worry, this, that. I would make sure you have a fallback plan. by a fallback plan, I mean either make sure you have family here that you know if worst comes to worst, you can go and move with that family, or if worst comes to worst, you've got money to be able to at least rent an apartment or rent somewhere to stay, or a room, or at least a hotel for a couple of nights, you know, not just so you're not just stranded, you know what I mean? Because sometimes a lot of us, we come because a boyfriend or a girlfriend has said, yeah, move back, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that for you. You get here and none of these things are as they said it was going to be, and then what do? You've dropped everything in the UK, you've come back, and you know what I'm saying? So that is a tip I would definitely suggest. Also, like I mentioned earlier, Nigeria has a lot of opportunities. Like, it is crazy. A girl like me can do anything out here, from interior designing to opening up a restaurant to being an OAP, which is an online on-air personality, to maybe doing some sort of presenting, radio presenting. You know, the opportunities are crazy out here. Yes, these opportunities are also in the UK. However, to get to a high level at a short time is very difficult. Not to mention can I say that? Obviously, this is our country. Nigeria is our land. This is our country. Ain't nobody gonna discriminate you because of the color of your skin. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna pick the white person over you. No one's gonna pick. No one's gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is your country. You do what you need to do. However, depending on the business that you want to do, I would suggest having some sort of online presence, online branding, or some sort of branding beforehand. Don't come to Nigeria with this big idea, but haven't really done any sort of research or marketing, or put your name out there. And it's very easy to do so with social media at the moment. So say for example you want to come out here and you want to open up a boutique. Start selling online. Start selling whilst you're in the UK or in America or wherever you are. Start selling through Instagram, for example. So start posting pictures, start answering DMs. Just make sure that people know about you, so when you do come to Nigeria, bam, if you've got the money to open up a shop, do it. People already know about you. You're not going to be trying to build up there and then, because obviously if you get to Nigeria and then start, it's going to be a lot harder for you. It's going to be a lot slower, and then you might get a bit disheartened, thinking, oh, nobody's interested, this and that. But if you start from the UK, by the time you get to Nigeria, you know, it'll be like exciting because people already know you, you know. So I would suggest doing that, and obviously building a network. You know, build a network. Start talking to maybe friends. Start reconnecting with friends that you know have moved out here, or start reconnecting with people. You know, we all have like online friends. Like, I know there's some certain people where I'm always liking their pictures and they're always liking mine. We haven't necessarily spoken, but they know of me, I know of them. We all have those kind of people on our Instagram and on our social media. So if that's the case, start talking to them. Hi, how are you? You know, start to get to know them. Start building some sort of a network. Start getting to know a couple of people, so when you do come out here, again, you've got people that you can talk to, people that you can people that you know what I'm saying? You're not just coming out here like you know. So I think that is also a good tip. Of course, I am aware a lot of people don't necessarily want to come just to open up a business. Some people want to come and they want to work here. I would suggest, depending on your field, to apply for companies. Apply for companies that are in the UK as well, because they're more likely to understand you and more likely to actually employ you. First of all, if you do want employment in Nigeria, you have to do NYC. So do your NYC. If you haven't done your NYC, move back doing that. So move back, do your NYC, because a lot of people do actually get jobs. A lot of people do actually get jobs through the NYC. So once you've done NYC, the company that you were placed with, they tend to employ you if you were good, or if they liked you, or if you guys got on, or if you liked the job. You know what I'm saying? So that's also an easier way to get into employment. or I would suggest you know, applying for companies that have sister companies or obviously are also abroad, like PwC, which is an accounting firm, Ice Young, which is an investment financial company, obviously Makeup Mac, Nestle is also out here. So yeah, just companies like that, they are more likely to employ you just because they understand you, they understand where you're from, they understand that you probably can bring a lot to the table, and obviously it's easier if they want you to travel out, etc, etc. So yeah, apply before you get here, you know what I mean? So it'd be nice to move out here with the job rather than come here with just your savings and then apply for a job, because Lagos life, although it is fantastic, it is very expensive, and by the time you know it, all the money you've saved up to come is gone and you're looking for a way out. Another thing I would like to touch up on is social life in Nigeria. There's a big social life out here. Monday to Sunday you can find something to do. It is not like the UK where maybe on a Friday and a Saturday you can find something, but other than that it's a bit dead. No, there's always something to do, depending on what you're into. If it's clubbing, if it's weddings, if it's parties, if it's kids parties, if it's events, social events, women's get to know each other, women's support groups, it's out there, it is here. Going to events like these are also good for networking, meeting other people in your field, not in your field, getting to know other people in other fields that can then help you with things that you want to do. You'd be surprised. So networking out here and socializing go hand in hand, and they're very good, and they help with transitioning smoothly. That's one thing I can definitely say. So if you're gonna come out here, you know, especially if you're coming from the UK, in the UK we're very like, oh, I can't beg friend, no, I ain't beg friending with nobody, blah blah blah. Nah, brethren, I don't know her from nowhere, so why am I going to try to be her friend? No, or she's trying to beg friend with me. No, in Nigeria it's a very sociable country. Everybody knows everybody, everybody's networks with everybody. It's not a thing where, oh, she's beg friending me, or she's trying to beg to be my friend. No, it's a networking thing. A lot of people do come together, and then they help each other. So don't think if you come to Nigeria and people are trying to make friends with you, you've got to be like, oh my god, no, I'm not trying to beg friend with you. No, you know, be open, socialize, because I know, like I said, coming from the UK, especially because I'm from the UK, I can't really say much about like America and stuff. I know in the UK we're very like wary of people trying to beg friends with us, but no, it's important to socialize, because out here it's who you know. I'm not saying only make friends with people because you're trying to use them. No, I'm not trying to say that, but it is definitely a who do you know sort of situation out here. So yeah, that's important. However, kind of a contradiction to what I just said. Be friends with people, but obviously don't take your guard from here to here straight away. Just because I have not noticed because I've definitely not been burnt, but obviously you hear stories and stuff, but obviously, you know, people don't always have your best interest at heart. You know, they can smile to you, yeah, don't worry, I got your back kind of thing, but then they backstab you, or they don't have your best interest, or they're trying to use you in like a bad way. So do be careful, but of course you can't just stay in a box. You need to be social, and the more sociable you are, you will find you will go further within your business or within your career here. The only other thing that I would say was a bit hard for me to get used to was the weather. But within time, you know, you get used to it. Going from AC to AC helps, rather than, you know, walking out in the sun. And if you do, wear sun cream. Obviously mosquitoes, I was always getting bitten, but you know, when I first came to Nigeria, I used to fleet my house with like Bagan or fleet twice a day. Now I do it probably like once a week. So you know, you adjust, do you know what I mean? So all those little things, don't let them get to you. Of course, when you first moved to Nigeria, like I used to see cockroaches all the time. Now I can't remember the last time I saw a cockroach. So little things like that, they used to get to me when I first moved out here, but after a while they just become secondary. So don't worry about those things too much. I've been really blessed. I've never ever been ill from malaria. However, some people do get sick from malaria. Again, I think I have a very high immune system, so I mean, I never even took anti-malaria drugs, but some people need to, so I would suggest taking anti-malaria drugs before you move out here, taking the relevant vaccinations that you need before you come. So go to your GP, tell them that, obviously, I mean, I told my GP that I was going to be coming to Nigeria for a long time. I didn't say I was moving back here, because obviously for whatever reasons back home, but back in the UK. Yeah, so just let them know, and then they will give you the relevant vaccinations that you need. And also I would suggest, even though I didn't do it, but I would suggest taking anti-malaria drugs. The question is, how long do you take them for? Maybe take them for about 3 months and then stop, depending, you know what your immune system is like. Mine is very high, so I didn't even need to, and I've been here for about going on 4 years now, and I've never taken any anti-malaria drugs. I've never had malaria. However, some people are different. They come here for a week and they've got malaria. So if you know your immune system is a bit weak or it's not as tolerant, you know, take it for a longer period of time. I'm no doctor. Again, ask your GP. But when you're in the UK, they're like, no, you need to take it, like, take it forever kind of thing. So just obviously bear in mind, and obviously know your own body, and you know, work on it that way. So I mean, just to finish this video, I just want you guys to remember, nothing is ever as easy as it seems. A lot of people are moving back to Nigeria from the UK, from America, from other parts of the world, and obviously you're just seeing them on social media. You're only seeing the good sides, you're only seeing the success story side, and so don't just look at that, and then when you come and you're having difficulties, to be like, oh my gosh, this is not for me, I'm not having it as easy as so and so. You know, they're not going to show you that side of their journey, so just bear that in mind. Do not give up. Know why you're coming. Don't just come because, you know, you just want to have fun. Come because you've got a plan. Come because you've got something you know you can do out here and will succeed or be successful. No, come with a backup plan. Come with savings. There's nothing wrong in saving. Like, again, if you're coming because with a partner, or coming because of a boyfriend, or coming because of whatever reason it might be, you need a backup plan. So there's nothing wrong with having savings in your account, doing absolutely nothing, because rainy days do come, and when they do come, you will be happy that you have that money in your account. I tell you that for free. Okay, so yeah, and so just to close up on this video, I will just let you know that, again, that nothing is simple, nothing is easy. It is a process, but once you've got the primary things in place, your car, your transport, your housing, some sort of income, it is literally smooth sailing. And just remember, it is just one big happy holiday until you get used to it. And then trust me, you're never going to want to go back. So yeah, I hope this video helped. I hope you learned something from it. I hope I answered some of your questions, if not all of your questions. Again, if there were questions I didn't answer, leave a comment below and I will answer them. Again, I can't remember if I said this earlier. Subscribe, like this video, and comment, and I will be most grateful. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.